Wait! What is the tea? The girls are fighting! No! The girls are fighting! Why? Why?
Ooh, girl. It's a lot going on. It's a lot going on. But it's a lot going on. It's a lot going on in these streets. I'm going to try to eventually talk about Meg and this whole mess with girl Dennis the Menace, aka Tory Lanez. I may talk about it in another video, girl. I don't even know. It's so much going on. That's why I had stopped even talking about that situation, because to me, the Tory Lanez and Dennis the Menace, I mean, the Meg Thee Stallion and Dennis the Menace situation is one of those cases where, like, if you miss, girl, not even if you miss a day, you miss a lot. If you put down your phone for a few minutes, especially now, girl, it's like new information comes out like every 5 minutes. Then we got Puff Daddy, Carisha, girl, Santana. Shout out to Rolling Ray. And then the other one who get on my nerves, DJ Akademiks. DJ Akademiks. You know who DJ Akademiks remind me of? DJ Akademiks reminds me of that guy that, like, whenever he sleep, he wakes up and, like, his pillow is just, girl, his pillowcase is just filled with saliva. DJ Akademiks look like one of those people that if you watch him sleeping, he just look nasty. I don't know if that makes sense. Girl, do that make sense what I'm trying to say, girl? Girl, you know one of those guys who, whenever they sleep, they're already unattractive anyways, but when they sleep, it's just, they just have like this nasty, it's just, you even sleep nasty. You know? Like, he already looked like he don't wash between his cheeks. Like, he gives me the type of person that hops in the shower, washes the important parts, right? Which I don't know why people feel like their whole body is not important. Girl, behind your ears is important. Your belly button is important. Girl, between your legs is important. Girl, your toes. Girl, between your fingers. That's important. Girl, your neck is important. Girl, everything on your body is important. But DJ Akademiks give me one of those type of people that, like, hops in the shower, washes the important parts, girl, and then hops out and then puts on the same drawers if they ain't got no stain, if it ain't got no visible stain in it. Girl, he just gives me real nasty tea. Girl, that's what he just gives me, real nasty, sloppy, gross. Like, bathtub is nasty, kitchen is nasty, just, girl, just house is just nasty. That's what he gives me. He talk like he got saliva just sitting right here on the side of his mouth. Anyways. Long story short, we know that Puff Daddy has a baby. Where's my book? Girl, let me go get my book. My, what is it called? Got to be here. Girl, it ain't. Girl, let me go get the iPod. What is it called? The iPad. I think it's in my bedroom. Hold up, y'all. You know, sometimes I make myself sick. I get easily distracted. Like, I literally remember now why I took my iPad in the room. My elbows ashy. I'm slow. I ain't got no lotion on this hand, and I did like this. Girl, I swear. I be acting like Portia them sometimes. I I took my iPad in my bedroom to charge it up. And I set the iPad right beside the charger, but didn't plug it up. Because I think I started looking for flights because I want to go somewhere. Anyways. So, Puff Daddy got a baby. A new baby. Puff Daddy is in his 50s. The baby mama has now been revealed. I said, girl, no tea, no shot. I think she Asian. I'm not sure. I said, he finally got that baby by that Asian girl. Cause you know, girl, I don't know if Cassie got pregnant, but we know she ain't had no baby. Is she pregnant? I mean, is the girl Asian? What's her name? Let's see. So the baby mama was revealed as Dana Tran. I'm just assuming based off of her name, she's Asian. So she is 28 years old. I think you know what the gag is. And I was about to say, I think the last group of women that Puff Daddy messed around with that were around his age was Kim Porter, but that's also because Puffy was, I think, around their age. You see what I'm saying? Like, I think Kim, Misa, all the other baby mamas, you know, Kim passed away, but all the other baby mamas, I think they were all around the same age, right? So that's probably why Puff Daddy messed with them, because they were all around the same age. The older Puffy gets, girl, he still stays in that 21 to 30 year range. She ain't going no higher. So her name is Dana Tran. And Miami was trending. DJ Akademiks came out and basically called her a side chick. He basically called her a side chick. He says, Young Miami mad at me for pointing out the obvious. You said that ninja go together real bad. That ninja had another baby with another woman. You the side chick, don't get mad now. At least you get hella gifts. Live your life, queen. Also, you tell us your business. LOL. We gonna comment. So they had a back and forth online. He also said Nick Cannon women would never be having a mental breakdown the day he announces a new baby. I'm just saying, straighten up. Y'all be knowing what y'all sign up for. He got on my nerves, but girl, he wasn't lying when he said that part. I mean, at this point, and that's why, I mean, I'm gonna say something about Young Miami in a little bit. She said, who having a mental breakdown? You talking on me, punk? Cause she called him a punk a couple of. I'm not gonna lie, girl. You know I've had my commentary about Carisha, but girl, when she called him a punk, oh God, when she called him a punk, girl, I was hollering. It was another tweet she had sent out, girl. I'm not gonna read the full tweet. Towards the end, she said, "You the one screaming at your. You the one." Well, I'll read it. She said, "I'm trying to figure out when I was mad or having a mental breakdown. I'm in La La Land with my feet up, smelling my flowers. Y'all mad. You the one screaming at your screen, calling me out my name, punk." I love it that she called him a punk. Oh, I know some of y'all just probably gonna get mad because I'm laughing at the fact that she using the word, girl. Listen, girl. Girl, we can't. I'm not. Listen. I told y'all a long time ago. I'm not supposed to be mad at everything. Some shit it is. It's just gonna be what it's gonna be, girl. Some stuff is gonna be what it's gonna be. And then she also tweeted out, Diddy won't even look at half of y'all itches way. Majority of y'all praying upon a falling star. Please. Down, 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 down. Carisha, girl, he might not look half of the bitches way, but he sure gonna look half of the niggas. Now listen, I'm not the one. I'm not the one to make up the news. I just reported because Exhibit said yes, 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 yes. I'm telling that story again. Girl, remember when Exhibit came out? You see, this you have to be a certain type of you have to be in a certain age bracket. You have to be one of the old school messy girls to remember. See, because I remember. See, this is what I'm saying. Like, I'm not new to the hot topics. I'm true to the hot topics. I've been in charge of the hot topics a long time ago. Well, Wendy was, but I'm taking Wendy's spot now until she get better. Until my auntie get better, I'm taking the hot topics over. But girl, remember when Exhibit came out a long time ago and said to him, Superhead and Puff Daddy went to the club and he looked up and he was in the Punk Club? Yeah, Exhibit said he looked up, he saw the punks kiss, and I think he said he saw a gay dude dancing on the table, like I think it was a go-go dancer. Girl, Exhibit said, bitch, he got his shit and he left. Exhibit said he got his car keys and left. Matter of fact, you know who I want to come out? I need for Superhead, Elizabeth. Elizabeth, come out and tell us what happened that night, because I think she was there. I think he mentioned Superhead. She goes by Elizabeth now. She don't go by Kareem. She go by Elizabeth. So Elizabeth, girl, come out and tell us the tea. What happened that night? And I think Puff Daddy also mentioned something about Kareem. Superhead was a type of person that would like stick her fingers in your booty and then tell. Yes, yes. It's the fingers in the booties for me. It was something like that along those lines. But anyways, Carisha, girl, you might not worry about him looking at bitches, but you better worry about him looking at some niggas. Cause what the streets say, girl, he like to shawty swing my way. You sure look good to me. Now would you please swing my way? Shawty swing my way. Girl. So Saucy Santana done came out. Girl, he defending his sister, right? Him and DJ Akademiks done got into it online. DJ Akademiks let him, so let me just read the tweet. So he came out and basically said that, hold up. That's the thing, you never see that ninja, we outside though. Basically saying that DJ Akademiks, he sit in his house and just talk mess, but he too scared to come outside because he don't want to bump into nobody. That's what I took Saucy Santana was saying. So DJ Akademiks comes back and he responds to Saucy Santana and basically says like, you still basically you a man, I'm a man, it's gonna be what it's gonna be. Saucy Santana came back and said, I just landed in LA. You would Twitch, BITCH, at home in a room full of corn chips, screaming and spitting in a mic, taking your aggression on women, because we know you don't get no coochie. He ain't say coochie, he said the P word. DICK beater. I know I'm a man every day when I wake up. That still ain't gonna make you do ish. Ninja mad because he want to be a city girl. Fat little boy sitting in his room with low self-esteem, screaming and beating his chest trying to make a girl feel bad. Want to be Wendy Williams. Leave the gays some sugar left for our tank. Girl, let me tell you. I want to go ahead and say this though. I hope Saucy Santana does not get into any type of physical altercation with this man, because I'm about to say something that's gonna shake the table a little bit. I don't know if y'all have noticed, but the way that straight men and gay men handle conflict is two completely different ways. I'm not saying gay men cannot be violent, because we definitely can be. Um, but for the most part, girl, anytime you've heard of like straight men getting into like an altercation, girl, it's gonna be a shoot 'em up, bang bang. The first thing they go for is a gun. Somebody getting shot. Somebody gonna be dead. The gay dudes, when there's any type of conflict, girl, the most that's gonna happen is you probably get jumped, right? It's gonna be a windmill. It's gonna be a windmill down. Okay. So I wouldn't want Saucy to get into it with anybody like DJ Akademiks because I feel like him and the people who he hang around, girl, it just will be a mess. And let me say something too, girl. Please stop thinking just because people are gay that mean they can't fight. Girl, let me tell you one thing about it, two things for sure. I'm probably one of the few girls who don't fight. Most of the girls, most of the kids, most of the gay boys, most of the boys, girl, they've been fighting since middle school. They can fight. They can fight. Okay? And I think that Saucy Santana would monkey stomp the shit out of DJ Akademiks. Do. He would. I think that if DJ Akademiks and Saucy Santana got into a fight, Saucy Santana would wear him low. I don't know why y'all think gay boys can't fight. But I don't want Saucy Santana to be getting into no fight, girl. I know that's your sister. I know Carisha is your sister. But you let Puffy handle whatever that needs to be handled. Speaking of Puffy, so Puffy come out and say this. So Puffy come out and say, he added Young Miami. This is how I know Young Miami feelings been hurt. At Young Miami 305, it's not my side chick. Never has been, never will be. I don't know what that means. She's very important and special to me, and I don't play about my shoddy wop. I don't discuss things on the internet, and I will not start today. But you did start today. Okay? So think what you want, but know that if you do something to hurt mine, I'm going to come to your house, and we're going to talk about it like human beings. Love. Puff Daddy was also spotted with a new girl, too. What's her name? He also has a new girl on his roster. Let me see if I can find her name. It's a mess, child. Here she is. And so the hip hop mogul was spotted in New York on a date night with social media influencer Shantaya Joseph. She's gorgeous. I will give Puff Daddy this, girl. He anybody can get it, honey, from light to dark skin. The only thing, girl, you can't be older than 30. You can't be older than 30. You gotta be older than you gotta be 21, at least 20. I ain't even gonna say that, Jay. I ain't even gonna do that. They be waiting for the stroke of midnight to hit for y'all bitches to turn 18. Baby, but as long as you ain't over 30, you might got a good chance. I don't know, girl. I don't. It really ain't that much for me to say, But I will say this to Young Miami, girl. It is what it is, If Young Miami gonna stick around, she's gonna stick around. I have to be honest. I don't know if I could do it because I care about my image and I care about looking like a fool. I'm just gonna go ahead and say it. I care too much about looking like a fool, especially over a man. You know what I'm saying? So I know I don't think that I could be in this type of position. I kind of can understand it coming from probably some of the other girls who fool with Puff Daddy. Oh, I forgot Daphne George. She kind of old. Not old, but I think she's older than 30. Anyway, child. But I think that, some of the women, I'm trying not to give Carisha too much because Carisha is only 28. She's in her 20s, y'all. So it's kind of like it would be one thing if Carisha was 40 and 50, our age. Then I might be looking at Carisha sideways, like, girl, you too old to be going through this. But Carisha's only 28. I mean, if you were 28 and you had the chance to be around someone like Puff Daddy, who has this money, power, access, resource, girl, buy you what you want, get you into all the latest and greatest parties. You get to hang around the who's who of Hollywood. You know what I'm saying, girl? Would you really turn it down? You know what I'm saying? So I have to look at it through that lens too. But I also feel like, girl, it's only so much you can, girl, like, girl, this nigga out here having babies. Girl, he flaunting around other bitches all the time. Then, girl, clearly you're bothered because for Puff Daddy to come out and say what he says, that means that you were probably upset. Because Puff Daddy don't come out and talk about nothing that he's doing. Not that I can recall. So for him to come out, I will, because somebody could say that means he cares about Carisha. No, it don't. No, y'all gotta, please don't say that. Because, girl, that's not, how Puff Daddy moves is not showing that he cares about somebody. But I mean, from what it sounds like, he has no commitment to anybody as far as like, excuse me, having a title. And she said the same thing. I don't know. It just sounds a mess. It just sounds a mess because, girl, you got this old ass man, girl, who's out here in these streets having babies at 50 something years old. Girl, like every time we look up, you got a new girl on your arm. But I guess that's how it's supposed to be when you rich. I don't know, girl. I'm gonna let y'all have it. Y'all let me know what y'all think about Carisha and Puff Daddy. It's a lot going on. Shout out to Saucy for coming to his friend's defense. Anyways, girl, Walmart CEO says rising level of theft at their stores could cause store closures and price increases. According to at CNBC, Walmart says theft is becoming a huge issue at their stores. During a conversation, Walmart CEO Doug McMillon said that theft is an issue is higher than what it has historically been. Walmart isn't the only large retailer seeing uptick in shoplifting. Target reportedly also saw a major increase in theft since last year. Macmillan says if it's not corrected over time, prices will be higher and our stores will close. As for cracking down on the issue, he says, we've got safety measures, security measures that we've put in place. By store location, I think local law enforcement being staffed and being a good partner is part of the equation, and that's normally how we approach it. Girl, I mean, I'm just gonna be honest with y'all, child. Y'all wanted to get rid of human beings and put in those self-checkouts. I'm not the type of person to go through self-checkout and I ring myself. I'm scary fish. I'm scary. So I ring my shit up when I go through self-checkout, everything. But, y'all decided to put these self-checkout. And I'm not saying that, girl, the people are right for stealing, but I mean, girl, if a bitch can slide a pack of Kool-Aid for 37 cents and girl walk out, girl, with 4 steaks and girl, a few boxes of crab legs, then bitch, I ain't mad at them. Girl, you know what I'm saying? Hey! A bitch done walked out with about 5 boxes of crab legs, 4 steaks, girl done walked out with about, 10 pounds of shrimp, and girl done paid $7.36. Slid a bag of Oreo cookies, and girl about 15 packages of Kool-Aid. But some of them have those weight machines now too. Where like if it doesn't feel it, if it doesn't like, if it doesn't hit it, you know what I'm saying? Or if it feels as though it doesn't, I guess, weigh what it should weigh, girl, they'll call over a sales associate. So some of y'all be careful though. But I'm not mad at no bitch for scanning a pack of Kool-Aid and eating and feeding her and having a whole family reunion. But it's also on the flip side, it's sad because, sometimes people who, some of y'all who, don't mind doing a little 5-finger discount, you don't think about how this could impact other folks, aka the employees. Because what's going to eventually happen is if it keeps up and the theft doesn't go down, then these folks are going to eventually lose their jobs. And he's not going to lose his. It's going to be some of the sales associates. You know what I'm saying? Clearly, I feel like not only is it people just stealing out of Walmart, right? And then, like walking around, probably putting stuff in there, whatever, and walking out. But that self-checkout, I think, is probably where most of the theft happens. I don't know. That's just what I'm thinking in my head. Y'all be going up there stealing. Don't tell on yourself. Okay. Shout out to Walmart, though. Mariah Carey's All I Want for Christmas Is You soars to the top of the Billboard chart for the 4th year in a row, breaking chart record. All anyone wants to hear for Christmas seems to be Mariah Carey. The All I Want for Christmas Is You songstress recently broke a Billboard 100 record with the iconic, that is, I ain't gonna lie, girl. That song is like probably one of the best Christmas songs out. For real, for real. And girl, y'all need to listen to her Christmas album. I really don't get into the second one, but the first one, everything. As it returned to its #1 spot for the 4th consecutive year. Reportedly, the 1994 song surged in popularity in 2019, taking the #1 Billboard Hot 100 spot during the December holiday season. The hit went on to reclaim the spot during the Christmas season again in 2020 and 2021. And once again this year, reports state the single has amassed a total of 9 weeks, now sitting at the #1 spot, breaking multiple records for the artist. Mariah Carey, 52, now has the only record in history to chart #1 4 different times. Additionally, the R&B singer now holds the record for the longest span of an artist ranking at #1. Reportedly, Carey's debut single, Vision of Love, landed the #1 spot back in 1990. And the musician has continued the reign for 32 years. All right. One would think the singer's obvious dominance during the holiday season would warrant her being coined the Queen of Christmas. However, Carey won't be financially benefiting from the term anytime soon. As previously reported, the Touch My Body singer's application to trademark the phrase was shot down earlier this year. In a recent interview, however, the holiday guru claimed she never wanted the title in the first place. Others have said it like the self-proclaimed Queen of Christmas. I'm like, really? I'm going to do that? They can look up every interview I've ever done, and not to get super religious, but I was like, I think if anyone would be the Queen of Christmas, that would be Mary. Anyways, child. Shout out to Mariah Carey. And I heard she make a lot of money off that song, too. Okay, because one thing about Miss Mariah, baby, she was writing her songs. Okay? Mariah just wasn't no singer. That's what some of the girls feel and realize. Mariah is a songwriter. Okay? Anyways, child, that's all I wanted. I'll be back later on to talk about, girl, that mess that's going on down there at that courthouse with Meg and Tori, a.k.a. Dennis the Menace. I'm not mad at Puff Daddy for living his life the way that he wants to live it. It is what it is. He's a grown man. The women who he is dealing with, they're grown too. Everybody knows what's going on. It's not like it's a secret. With that being said, how can I say this? I'm not saying that you should stop living your life just because you have kids, but maybe you will want to take a slightly different approach, right? I don't know the conversations that he's had with his children. I know his sons are grown. His girls are young girls. Um, and they have access to the World Wide Web. I know for a fact those girls are not dumb. You know what I'm saying? So I know they see what's going on. So I would want to know, how does he explain that? How does he explain, girl, Young Miami, Carisha? Girl, how does he explain the new girl who he was just spotted holding hands with? How does he explain Daphne Joy? How does he explain the other girl, Virginia? Right? You really have to be careful. I'm gonna say something, and you really have to be careful about how, because regardless of if these women are grown or not, you have to be careful how you treat other folks' daughters. Because Puff Daddy girl, you better be ready. That's all I'm gonna say. You better be ready. You better be ready. You that because your daughters might run into their Puff Daddy. Okay, your daughters might run into a man who move just like you and juggle different women, and they fall right in line. So you better be careful. That's all I'm gonna say. I want to know if he what type of conversations he had. I could see him probably having conversations with his sons, like on some bro shit. Like, daddy just, living his life. I don't know. And that's why when we had this conversation before, remember when he was saying something about, I think he was saying something, it was something about him, I guess, trying to block his kids from social media, or it was something, not like keeping tabs, because I think you should definitely keep tabs. Well, first of all, I don't think kids should have social media. That's just me. That's just me. But if your kids do have any type of social media, you should definitely watch, try to lurk and see what's going on. Because as we know, as grown people, it's a lot going on social media. There's a lot going on where it's a lot going on that grown folks can't even handle on social media. So the kids can't handle it, because I've seen some of y'all act a complete fool down here on the World Wide Web. So if your kids have social media, I'm trying to find what I wish I could find it. Girl, I couldn't find it. I can't remember. Anyways, child. Puff Daddy, I don't know. It's just a mess. Puff Daddy, you do, from the outside looking in, you look like a walking disaster. Having kids at 50 something, girl. Every time we looked up, you attached to another girl, holding hands. You taking up for Young Miami in one tweet. We see you holding hands with another woman in another picture. We see you with Daphne Joy a few weeks ago, and girl playing in the water. Girl, it's just a mess. It's just a mess. And I just want to know, like, what type of conversations, if any, he's having with his daughters on, girl, what's going on? But, like I said, everybody knows what's going on. And I'm the last person to defend Young Miami. I'm going to let the comments she said go, that she said a long time ago. I'm going to let it go, but Miami is 28, like I said. When you take into account that everybody is grown, okay? Everybody knows what's the tea. Ain't nobody out here that's attached to Puff Daddy can say that they don't know what's going on. No tea, no shade. Not to bring some of y'all in it, but some of y'all men out here doing what Puff Daddy doing, or you've been in the positions of, these women. But the thing is, y'all don't know about the other women. I just saying. And and then on top of that, girl, I don't want to place I don't want to play. Like I said, I couldn't do it because I just couldn't do it. But when you take into account that Carisha is 28, Carisha is getting stuff out of this situation. I hate to just make it about stuff and what you can get, but Carisha is receiving something from her dealings with Puff Daddy. Whether it's clothes, shoes, shopping sprees, girl, $100,000 cars, a talk show, a radio show, whatever it's called, podcast, whatever she got going on over there on Revolt TV. Carisha is getting something out of the deal. So while Carisha may look like a fool to a lot of people, girl, she's a fool with a TV show. Hey, okay. My focus is more, I'm sorry. My focus really not on Carisha like that. Or even the other women. I know y'all may be surprised at me saying that. My focus is really more on Puff Daddy because, like, the simple fact that, girl, you have all these kids, boys and girls. Like I said, the boys are grown. Like, how are you explaining what you got going on to your kids? Because, sooner than later, your daughters are going to, grow up to be young women who grow up to be women, and there's a chance that they may be put in these same situations. Puff Daddy, you really ain't gonna be able to you ain't gonna have a leg to stand on, sir. But it is what it is, honey. Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something, baby. Let me shut up, child. That's really what it comes down. That's what it really comes down to. I just got done eating a Snickers bar. You better come get one of those Snicker bars. CVS. Downtown. What you got on it? It's covered in chocolate, nuts, caramel. Hey! I mean, girl, child, at least Miami getting something out of it. Because a lot of these bitches ain't getting nothing but babies and fucked up credit. They can talk shit about Miami all they want to. I'm just saying. I mean, because she might look dumb, and I wouldn't do it. But, bitch, I ain't 28 either. So, I mean, would I do it? Girl, would I do it? I done talked a whole bunch of shit. Would I do it, though? I mean, you can say that shit when you sitting on your couch talking shit. But when somebody offer your ass the opportunity, you might jump on it. Would I? I don't know. I don't know. I can't go too hard on the other girls because the girls just trying to get a come up. Girl, those, let's say some of the bitches done hit a lick. The bitches done hit a lick, and girl, they gonna ride it till the wheels fall off. I mean, I just hope they careful though because Puff Daddy is clearly slanging raw dick around town. So, can't a bitch say nothing? We really can't talk about Miami. I mean, we can, but we can't, but we can, but we can't. Because Miami getting a good deal. TV shows, all TV shows, shopping sprees, girl, partying with the who's who of Hollywood. She's 28. I have to keep that in mind. We can't act like Carisha is 48. She's 28. Bitch at 48, y'all would do the same goddamn thing. Don't lie. I don't know. Those are my inner thoughts. Okay? Y'all hoes can't say shit about Carisha because, like I said, baby girl, y'all out there with babies and fucked up credit. So we can't say shit about Carisha. Okay? Girl.